Hello there, my pony. It's me, Paige here, welcoming you back to another episode of PAGIE Time, the series where you pick the topics and I talk about them. In the last episode, we talked about what to do if you think that you have a mental disorder, and a bunch of you guys commented more on that, so here are a few of my favorite comments. In 2 weeks, I will be showing you my tips for customizing a Littlest Pet Shop or a My Little Pony. So if you have any tips for customizing, be sure to comment them down below. Anyways, in this episode, I will be showing you my tips and tricks for organizing your Littlest Pet Shops and My Little Pony toys. Let's get started. First of all, I'm going to start off by saying that how you organize your MLPs and LPS is going to depend a lot on what kind of space you have. For example, if you've been subscribed to me for a while now, you know that I used to store my ponies on shelves in rows, all categorized. Now I don't do that anymore because I want to have space to display other things. Above my filming shelf, I do have a shelf with a bunch of the castles and a few of the ponies. You can see the destroyed rarity over there. But I can't store the rest of my accessories like this. So now you know, obviously method number 1 is to store your ponies and accessories displayed on shelves. But what if you don't have the space for that and you don't necessarily want to have all of your ponies out in the open? Here we come to method number 2. These are 2 plastic drawer shelves that I got from Target for about 20 bucks each. These are obviously not the most affordable options, but I'm sure you could find lesser quality versions for slightly cheaper. I store these shelves underneath my makeup table slash shelf, and you can't really tell that there's ponies in them unless you look in there and see their creepy faces. Each set of drawers has 2 larger drawers, and I use those for the ponies. And then the bottom drawer, which is a lot larger, I use for the accessories. And then within each drawer, I organize the ponies as much as I can. In this drawer, I have all the main 6. This is quite a lot of ponies, so you probably don't have this many, but you can store them this way and they probably won't be too cramped with their hair getting all messy. And then in the second drawer, which is getting a bit messy, I apologize, I have all of the background ponies, and they're organized by Pegasi in the back, unicorns, and then earth ponies, and then other ponies like fillies and customs. This drawer is pretty messy. It's just to hold all the characters that I use most often, like Paige Turner, Blossom Ford, Misty, Marina, and the turtles. And then this is the royalty drawer for all of the ponies that cannot stand up, poor Celestias, as well as some breezies. I see a Great Dane in there for some reason. I'm sorry, Claudia. And other random figurines like Spikes and special edition ponies. And then in here I've got quite a lot of the vehicles, as well as just other random accessories that I can fit in there. So that's just how I organize my brushables. Depending on how much space and money you have, you may not be able to do this exactly, but you can get smaller shelves or clear drawers, whatever you want. But what about Littlest Pet Shops? Most avid collectors will advise you against storing your Littlest Pet Shops in box because they will get scratched. So if you have the space, I definitely recommend putting them up on maybe small spice racks and organizing them on shelves, but I do not have the space. Recently, my sister and I combined our collections, and there were just too many Littlest Pet Shops to handle. So I put them all in this big clear box, which I blinged up a bit, and then used poster board as the divider. So even though it's not the most organized, I can still find what I'm looking for because of the labels and the different sections. There's a section for cats, one for dogs, one for mammals, which is split up into bigger ones and then smaller ones. And then just a general others category, which is all of the birds, amphibians, reptiles, fish, things like that. The more pets you have, the more storage you're going to need. But also, the more specific you can be with your organization. Just in case I missed something, here's a few comments from the last episode. The best thing is to be creative and look up ways to store other things such as makeup, markers, art supplies, things like that. You can use those methods to find something that would work for your toys. Pretty much the worst thing that you can do with your ponies is stick them in a box together. They should all be facing the same way, either standing up straight or stacked on top of each other like I did with my princesses. Because unlike the Littlest Pet Shops, their hair can get extremely tangled, and that is not fun. What are your creative ways for storing your Littlest Pet Shops and My Little Ponies? Comment them down below for a chance to be featured in the next episode. And don't forget to comment your tips for customizing a Littlest Pet Shop or a My Little Pony. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another episode of PAGIE Time. Bye! If you're watching this video, then that means that you want to figure out if you have a mental disorder. Or heck, maybe you're just watching it for fun, but either way, this video is going to be interesting and informational. Let's start off with some background information. Most of you